Hey guys!
Hello everyone, welcome to
Binge.
Binge, where he talks
She talks.
and we eat. Yeah, that's what we do. Okay, so we've decided that it's time. We're 33 days away from Christmas and we wanted to get a head start on Christmas goodies, be it from the various traditions, be it Mangaloreans, be it Anglo-Indians, be it Malayalis, be it any and everyone basically. So we've got a lot on our plates.
We've got
Yeah.
lots of goodies. I think one of which I will not be able to eat.
The Christmas cake.
Yeah, the Christmas cake, which I don't think I will be able to consume today.
That's okay, I will. I'd probably just not.
I'll probably have it post work today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So well, it does feel like the season is upon us. We're not too far away, about 5 weeks away from Christmas, right?
4 and change.
4 weeks and
Change.
yeah, 4 weeks and a few days. But yeah, the Christmas is dawning on us, and we are excited. This is a big occasion for us.
Okay.
Yeah,
yes,
this is a big occasion
a
for
massive
Mhm.
occasion for a lot of people, not just for the right reasons, but some for the reasons of gifting, some for the reasons of family.
Some for the reasons of party.
He's
So-
referring to cake and wine, basically. But yes, that's what's missing today.
We have the cake. You're not having wine.
But my glass of wine is missing. Okay, never mind. We shall debate about this later. But basically, we're here with a Mangalorean speciality for Christmas, which happens to be the Christmas Kuswars.
Kuswar.
We're hoping we pronounced it right.
It is Kuswar. Kuswar,
W-A-R.
yeah. It is
Kuswar.
pronounced Kuswar. Hopefully we are doing justice to the word
You
itself.
never know. It could be
But in-
Kuswar. It could be Kuswar.
Yeah, no, it can't be Kushwar because it doesn't have a H.
It doesn't have to, and languages are different, and it's a Konkani word, so you never know.
Okay, it is either pronounced
Basically.
Kuswar or Kushwar. For the guys that know what it is, you know what we're trying to say.
Yeah, you get basically.
Yeah, so, okay.
We've got a plate full of goodies. We've got boxes full of goodies.
Oh, well.
Christmas is coming for sure. We know the geese and the rest of us are going to be getting back with so much of good food.
Yeah, a lot. It's just gonna be so. Christmas is not just a day; it is a period, an entire month, if you may, which is just spread. I mean, the entire festive season is spread over 25 days and goes even further.
Yep.
But we enjoy that day. It's a time of when your family is always together. Family has been together with regards to the entire pandemic, but this just brings you that tad bit closer.
Oh yeah, a lot. A lot closer, basically. Okay, we're gonna be starting off. We've got so much, as I mentioned before. We've got, I think, about 15 different items, which is the Christmas Kuswar. We've got stories. Well, I've got, not him, because he never did these kind of things.
Well, I know one thing that a few things that my grandma used to make, and then some of the things we used to devour as soon as it comes out of the kitchen.
As soon as it comes out, I had the privilege of actually making it in the kitchen and then taking it off and going like this because it was hot, and then biting into it. Okay, first up, the most famous rose cookies. These are basically made with molds. In my house, we've got a mold that is probably twice my age. You can see that that's a family heirloom. It is as black as the ace of spades, but makes some of the best rose cookies. And I'm hoping these do justice too. Okay, so good.
Or the brain behind this, the brain behind these festivities is Keroline.
You mean the brain behind
the
food? Is a
the-
mother-daughter duo called Keroline and Judy Martis. You can find her at Keroline's on Facebook. You can find her at Keroline, her name, on Insta. And trust me, when we first tasted her stuff, we tasted her chocolate dipped biscuits. Biscuits dipped in chocolate. Chocolate coated biscuits, that's what I wanted to say. And they were par excellence. Trust me, for Sean who doesn't eat so many, I think that day there were 5 of us. We went to play housey, remember?
Oh yeah.
We devoured and demolished about 20 of them. But to be honest, there were 5 of us.
All right. So moving on to the dish itself.
Yeah, go ahead.
Light, fluffy, airy batter, which is in which you dip this mold in,
Yeah.
and you put it straight into piping hot oil. It is sweet, light, flaky, buttery, sweet,
Goodness.
crunchy chips like goodness. Which
I
is
wouldn't say it's like chips. I would say it's got a cornflakes texture.
the flour, the sweetness that comes out from it. You can taste. Some people add some. Some
Oh,
people,
yeah.
some people do add some. And soap is ansi.
I don't know what it's
Yeah.
called. I know it's called soap. So
We call it soap. It's the small seedy looking things.
The things
Chia.
you use, I think it's the
Chia,
same thing
soap,
that you
no,
use in your
soap.
mouth after you finish
Yeah,
eating
it's
it.
like
They serve it at Nagarjuna, basically. I know that because we saw it yesterday, that's why.
Yeah, so some of them put that, it gives it a bit of a nutty
It's not
kind of
nice
flavor.
with that. It's nice when it's basic. I mean, everyone's preference is different. I don't like it like that.
No,
It's
I
not
don't
nice.
like it either, but I'm just saying you do have options.
You do have options, but it's not nice.
Yeah, so
this is good.
it is so crunchy, it is sweet. When these are some of the desserts which you don't need to eat immediately. It is something that is kept and enjoyed for a long period of time, way after Christmas as well. Well, most of it gets over before Christmas, but then you have a few rose cookies that go on even after that.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on, Rebecca's mouth is full, and
We had the diamond cut. So these are savory diamond. Yeah, these are savory diamonds. They are similar in nature to the rose cookie. So most of the Christmas foods are deep fried, or I should say Christmas delicacies. And these have a more salty, neutral flavor. They are similar to the crackjack biscuits. That's the flavor you would get.
Katamita.
Katamita.
Katamita. Yes. Yeah, it's got
He's not going to be on Santa's list. On Santa's good list.
yeah, it's got a very how do I say it?
It's got a salt biscuit feeling.
Yeah, but with a little
With
bit
soap.
with a little bit of soap, so it gives you that aniseedy flavor. Not the sweet kind, but it's a little more subtle, more earthy, more refreshing in your mouth. Again, crunchy, but it's more flaky than crunchy.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's
so
more flaky,
it's
isn't it?
more flaky than crunchy, and as you bite into it, it just gives you this uplift of flavors. It gives you a refreshing kind of a taste, but
Buttery goodness.
yeah, it gives you a refreshing kind of a taste, but a little. Wait, aniseed is more licorice, but
Yeah.
on a savory. kind
Okay,
of a
so
note.
a heads up. If anyone invites you to their home for Christmas, anyone, say yes. Do not tell them, oh, we've decided to diet now. Because that is the time these aunties love to feed you. They will feed you more and more and more. That's a heads up, by
Yeah,
the
Christmas time there's no dieting. You can work on your diet for 11 months. Come that 12th month, you can just let everything go out the window, because that is the time where you just devour every single thing that they offer. You go to 10 houses, 10 people will give you 10 the same things, but will taste slightly different.
Yeah.
And
Everyone's got a different way of showing their love.
but it's just lots of love, lots
Some
of
with
wine.
a little extra salt, some with a little extra sugar. But yeah, that's how it's done. Okay, you've heard of polo, the mint with the hole. But have you heard of kodabele, the murku with the hole? I come up with some really good one-liners. Just saying.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, I do. Think about it. It was whole with a hole, and now it's not whole. That's a different kind of hole. Sorry, what I meant was when it's a polo, it's a single ring and a hole. When it's a chakli, it's like a little chakra, which reminds you of Diwali, the chakras. Here you go.
I ask for your forgiveness on her behalf.
I asked for your forgiveness to have to listen to that. Yeah, nice. So the last time we had this on the show, it was Ganesha festival, and today, well, we're starting the Advent season early, basically. Remember, children, don't talk with your mouth full.
Alright, just to let you know, most of the things made during this season has got a lot of flour, water. Some of them are savory, most of them are sweet.
Deep fried.
Yeah,
oil.
deep fried. Lots
Ghee.
of oil, ghee. It's just basically everything that makes you fat. That is what it is.
See, but it's okay, because Santa's a fat man. He's a happy man, and he eats anything and he says ho ho ho.
It's a heart attack spread
So-
over 31 days.
It's a good kind of heart
It's a
attack.
good kind of heart attack. Because there's a lot of food. But then it's the season itself that brings out so much of happiness, so much of joy, the want to give out more than have for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
The tables are always full of food. Everyone's coming over, and trust me, I need a glass of wine with all of this, just to get that
Ooh.
feeling.
we have. Okay, I know this as khajur.
I know that as small deep fried squares.
Small deep frieds.
Small. Sorry.
She
Small-
made fun of my at the start of the show. Small deep fried.
Small deep fried squares is what I know that
Okay,
as.
I know it as khajur. I don't know what the English word is for this. Sorry, guys.
Deep fried goodness.
Oh, but this one is.
Did you just
This one
say-
is to die for. I'm
Yes, yes.
talking to this.
No, wait, this.
This. Alright, this one is to die for. It's just this again is deep fried, but it's just the buttery sweet goodness. The buttery sweet goodness. It takes me back to the time when the reason why I love this is because the person that introduced this to me was a big inspiration in what I'm doing.
Mhm.
And my love for food, I think, started off with that man.
Mhm.
He took me as a kid to all these places to have fresh food, and he knew which place served what.
Yeah.
And we had the bigger. I had the bigger ones,
Yeah.
the bigger khajurs, but they were equally as good. But they were really good, very tasty. But this one just takes it to
I
a
think
very
they're called
different.
shakar kajur.
Um,
But yeah, something.
I
like
don't know the exact name of it in English. My apologies firsthand, but this is just taking it to a very different level. It brings back memories, but just
that. But that's what Christmas does.
it just brings back memories, but takes it to a different level.
Yeah. So we've had the kodabele, we've had the a different kind of chakli, which is the it's a murku, which happens to be
A
deep
different
fried.
kind of chutney. It's called a
No, like for people who don't know what chakli is, they know what murku is. But for people who don't know what murku is, it's basically things that are deep fried savories, it has so much of flavor in it. It is, yeah, it's got a good crunch to it. The masalas are different. You don't get the same. You've got masala murkus, you've got neutral murkus, but yeah.
Yeah, you've got. It's just the flavors. It's very subtle differences between the three actually. That we get. One has a bit of a spice mix.
Mm-hmm.
One has got a little more. I think it's got a little more dal in it.
And masala.
Dal and or gram flour as you
Yeah,
call it.
gram flour.
And the other one's got. It's got a little bit of color as well.
Yeah.
These. This one is a more neutral kind of a thing. I like this because it's got that very it's got a very mellow crunch to it. No, actually it doesn't have a mellow crunch. It's got a bit of a crunch to it. But
this is the one which has most of the dal in it.
mhm.
It's got, as he said, it's got flavor all around. None of these murkus taste the same. Made with different batters.
I think
Made,
this one has sesame seed in it as well.
yeah, it does.
This
So-
one has sesame seeds in it.
Additions change the taste,
Mhm.
but the main masalas are also what keeps it going. That's how I would put it.
It's very subtle flavors, and the addition of one simple ingredient just changes the flavor profile of the murku, as you may. The khajur itself is so buttery, so sweet.
Yeah.
It's got a very slight crunch to it, but it's like biting into a deep fried biscuit.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely.
It's like biting into a deep fried biscuit. If you bake it in the oven, it's got that light, airy fluffiness to it. But as you bite into it, it just crumbles.
Mhm.
But this one is the same thing. Only thing, this is deep fried.
Yeah. Okay, I'm moving on. You can taste something while I give them a. You can taste the same thing if you want. No, okay. So I'm moving on to something that Akshan said takes him back. Well, in our house, it's a different tradition. So this is got the entire family involved. You've got one making the dough, one rolling it, making balls, kneading it. Balls are always an element in preparation of Christmas things. And then you've got the last person, who typically is me, well, not the last person, the second last person, sitting using the fork, rolling the kalkals, or as we used to call them when we were smaller, galagalas, rolling it on the fork, and then frying it, the last person frying it. So it's a 4-person job because of the amount of kalkals that are being rolled and made. And the end result is eat it when it's hot. It's got the best taste then. It is soft and nice. It's got a crunch outside and soft and nice. You can store it for a long time, but it gets harder with age. That sounds very wrong. I'm so sorry. But as you keep it through, you can keep it for quite a while.
Like I said, guys, most of the desserts, most of the goodies
Stop laughing at me.
are kept for a period of time. It's made early in the month of December, and it's kept right through. Like I said, about 70-75% of it gets over before Christmas, and then you start from eating it through most of the day. You start going down a bit, and after
You
Christmas
kind of
you
get
just.
fed up at some point as well.
But
Where-
then come next year again, you're waiting for the same desserts to come back up.
So the funny part is, for these 25 days or for this one particular month, you get so fed up eating this. But come Jan, say mid-Jan, end of Jan, you're already craving Christmas. Christmas rose cookies, Christmas cake, or anything of sorts. Do you want to talk about your coconut burfi?
Yeah. Well, the coconut burfi again is something that growing up, my grandmom used to make it a lot. There are a couple of places which make some phenomenal coconut burfis. This is very close to them. It's got that amazing sweet. Is that the nuttiness of the coconut itself, which is grated, heaps and heaps of sugar added to it. It's a very, very sweet dish. It's baked to perfection, and then I think it's topped off with sugar syrup. No, the coconut burfi.
No, the sugar syrup is usually the kalkals.
Well, basically so when it's cooked, there's just a lot of sugar syrup added to it. A lot of sugar. It's a sugar rush, to be honest. And
It's
the
basically
sweet
coconut
nuttiness.
sweet.
Yeah, it's a coconut burfi is a coconut sweet.
No, so Anglo-Indians would say coconut sweet. In English, it's coconut sweet.
Yes.
But when it comes to different people say it differently.
Yeah, coconut sweet, coconut burfi is coconut. Yeah, it's all the same. It refers to the same dish.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the newries. Have you tried a newry before?
I have, yeah.
Okay, so newries are quite similar to kadubu, and they're stuffed with coconut. They can be stuffed with different things. Some people like to put meat in them. Some people put jaggery in them. Okay. Wow. Okay.
This one has got coconut in them. Exactly what I expected.
It's got raisins, coconut, sugar, lots of raisins, lots of sugar, lots of coconut. It's crispy on the outside, it's deep fried, while the coconut on the inside is not crunchy, but it's a nice soft texture to it. You really have to bite into these things, huh? They look like patties. They're the shape of momos because they are they are the crescent
Half
moons.
moon.
No, it's a crescent. It's a crescent.
Moon?
Moon?
Half moon.
Half moon. I mean, they look like a half moon.
Yeah, basically it is again sugar. Some people add a bit of cinnamon to it as well. The outer exterior, the shell itself, is very crunchy.
Yeah, it is.
It's got a nice bite to it. It's got a very crunchy bite to it. You do need to actually bite into it.
Yeah.
As you go in again, a lot of coconut, raisins, sugar, lots of sugar.
But the raisins complement the coconut.
The saltiness, not saltiness, the sharpness of the raisins complements the nutty sweetness of the coconut.
However, he was right in saying saltiness, but that is of the outside of the newly, which is like a taco shell basically.
Yeah.
Okay. He moved on to the laddu. Which laddu is that? So there's a rice laddu, there's a besan laddu, and there's another laddu.
This is the suji laddu.
The suji
Semolina.
Semolina laddu. Okay, I'm gonna do this is the besan, right? So this is the rice. Yeah, I'm gonna do the rice laddu.
Oh. Well, the rava laddus, for the guys who don't know what rava laddus are, it's made with semolina. Again, lots of sugar. I think this one's got jaggery in it.
Yeah. They all have jaggery in them.
All have jaggery.
Wow, that's
very
sugar.
sweet.
That's good.
Very sweet. How do I say it? It's very sweet.
Is it?
Yeah. It
Again.
just the sweetness just keeps intensifying as
As it goes on?
As
so
the taste
one I
lingers in
got
your mouth.
was the rice laddu, which is rice and jaggery. Now that is a sweet laddu, but it gets cut off with the presence of peanuts. So it's got a nice chicky flavoring to it, and it is sweet. It's got a very different coating. We don't usually serve laddus, but this is a Mangalorean Kuswar, Christmas Kuswar. So it's part of theirs. Like that, everyone has their own tradition. And with that, you can taste the last laddu because you're not doing the cake.
Yep.
Okay, so this is the
is
best.
the basin.
Yeah. Not the basin, but
The basin laddu.
yeah, the basin laddu. Okay, so the best part for me is that I get a completely loaded fruit rum cake.
Wow, that's
I think you can't serve. It wouldn't be Christmas cake if you haven't soaked your fruit for more than a month, because that's what happens in our house. It's tradition that you soak the fruit.
Can I cut the cake?
Okay, yeah, because you say I'm butchering it, right?
Yeah.
Here you go. Okay, so it's tradition you soak the fruit a month in advance, and you keep adding alcohol, say every day, just a little bit. In our case, that's what happens, because the fruit need to be dense. They need to soak up all of that alcohol.
And you need to say a prayer before you add the alcohol.
Funny story. So in our house, there was a joke a while ago where you had to say 3 Hail Marys. It was a joke, it's not a thing. Where you have to say 3 Hail Marys before you put the alcohol in the fruit. So Sean, being the person that he is, Mom told Sean, you know what, Sean, very seriously, you have to say 3 Hail Marys. Sean looks at Mom, looks at the fruit, looks at the liquor. 3 Hail Marys, and you pours it in. So basically, your fruit cake has to definitely hit a Hail Mary, because that is one of the biggest scorings in a baseball game.
Oh wow.
Ooh la la. Look at that. It is packed. It is packed with fruit.
Wow, guys. This has got everything under the sun. It's got cherries, raisins,
Almonds.
Cashews.
Just put your nose near it and it whacks you. So this has got a lot of alcohol,
Yes.
equivalent to a perfect Christmas cake.
It seems to be really light, really fluffy.
It is Christmas in.
It's got tutti frutti as well. No?
This is Christmas in every bite. Wow.
I'm so tempted to have this. Seriously, it smells wow. Really.
Do you like a raisin?
No, I saw it. I want that, but I think it's got black currants as well. It's got black currants. It's got raisins. It's got cherries. It's got almonds,
Cashews, it's got
cashews. Everything soaked in alcohol. You can smell the rum that comes out of this.
We know we're gonna be having a lot of Christmas cakes.
But I think we need, for this season, we need to put Christmas cakes on a Sunday so I can have it, not on a Saturday. Because guys, for the guys out there that are watching this, please say no to sending Christmas cake on a Saturday so I can have it on a Sunday as well.
Whatever. Okay, moving on. Guys, Christmas cakes are gonna be on our show. Who knows? You may just get a Christmas cake from Binge or Binge. But it would be loaded with alcohol, and it would be heavenly. So Christmas is going to be a season you're going to be looking out for us, because there are going to be lots of things happening on the show, lots of goodies, lots of hampers, lots of
treats,
love,
lots of love,
lots of everything basically.
yeah, just a whole lot of Binge or Binge and more.
Yeah, any which ways, we've had an action-packed, extremely tasty Christmas cake and a spread of delicious delectables, Mangalorean Christmas Kuswars. Something different, a first kind of Christmas for us. We've started Christmas already, it's the 21st.
We're having a Binge or Binge Christmas.
Ho ho ho! You said Binge or Binge Christmas, oh ho ho ho! Okay, anyways, today's been fun, today's been a good throwback and the start of a fabulous season. 2020, according to everyone, has been a shit year, which is true, but it can only get better.
And
it's getting better.
It's starting to get better, and I'm starting to crave even more of this. Please put this away from me.
Anyways,
yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.
thank you, Keroline, and
Keroline.
Miss Judy Martis. This has been a very nice spread. I'm gonna add the wine to it later, just to give it that extra Christmassy feeling. But
for the guys out there that want to order Christmas goodies, we are going to put up the details for Keroline up, and
We're
you
gonna put
can
up the
DM
menu
her,
as well,
you can
so-
contact her, you can phone her. We're going
Yeah.
to put a number. Everything is going to be on the list below, and make sure you like, subscribe, and follow.
Yep.
Share the word around. It is Christmas season.
It's a season
There
for
is
giving.
no other reason for you to want to party all the time.
He's right.
Hey!
It's Christmas season. There is giving is the reason.
Never mind, I do the rapping. Thank you guys for tuning in.
He's not on Santa's nice list, I promise you. But thank you for tuning in.
One has to be naughty and one has to be nice.
Binge or bitch. So, anyways, one has to be naughty, one has to be nice. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. We've got something coming tomorrow. Tune in, because there are going to be things you may need to listen to, pen down, or even find out where we are going to be around this Christmas. So, see you later.
Ta-da!
Bye.